board. See, that's another thing. We need team because we help each other.
All right, guys. So tonight we have a bunch of stuff we're going to go over just from our weekly virtual behind the scenes week number 2. And then we're going to close out tonight's meeting with the new hostess specials and rewards and all the goodies, because that's all changing in just a week. And so we wanted to go over that with you guys tonight so that you were fully aware of what is happening, so you were ready for the changes, you know what to communicate to your host, and then go from there. So that will be at the end of the meeting after we go through some notes. So recap last week. How did you guys do? What was the one thing you write in the note section? What was the one thing you chose last week during the meeting and said, I'm going to work on that this week? And what did you work on? Right? This is all about progressing forward, right? So I'd love to see in the chat what you guys did, or what did you do this week that you're super proud of yourself for? Either way, write it in the chat. Blow it up, guys. Recruiting. Deanne wrote to recruiting. What else, guys? Come on, get excited. I know it's
what about recruiting though, Deanne?
I just focused on going after a couple people that seemed really interested in the business, and I had been watering the seed for a little while. So I ended up with a second recruit this past.
Would you mind sharing a little bit of like word choices or how you went about it?
It was a lot of like back and forth in the parties. Both of them had been hosts. And both of them are named Tracy, so that's fun. The first Tracy that signed up a week ago, she was my most recent host, and she just loves the products, and she was very engaged, and she just decided she wanted to do this. So it's just a lot of organic discussion. Nothing.
Sounds like building relationships was
key, right?
Yeah,
and then the other Tracy, she had hosted about a month ago and had expressed interest, and she purchased the kit. So I knew she was going to do it. It was just a matter of when. And so I just kept following up with her. And I kind of told her now would be a great time to get in and do the training and be learning with all the changes now before the season launches and there's more confusion. I told her we were all going to be learning all the new things together. So I think that made sense to her.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So I know we talked about a few weeks ago in one of our training the follow-up and how to get bookings from all your virtual parties. And one of the things we talked about was sending a text message to each and every single one of your guests. And I wanted to talk about that for 1 second tonight because I had something very exciting happen this week. And I went, oh, that's why I'm doing this, right? So I had a guest who I had texted and thanked her for the order and asked her if she was interested in hosting. She texted back at that time that she wasn't interested, but she had a blast and thank you so much. And that's where we left it, right? Well, then this last week I got a message from her and she's like, hey, Christy, just want to let you know, I've been really thinking about Pampered Chef and I wanted to talk more about it tonight with you if that's possible. I'm like, absolutely, right? So I called her that evening and she's like, listen, I have the catalog. You mailed me a catalog and I've been staring at this catalog every day. When I'm sitting at my desk, I'm working from home. When I'm eating a dinner, I'm staring at this catalog and I keep going to the back of the catalog. I keep looking at the kit options. And then I finally come to the conclusion that I just think I need to try. And I want to talk to you more about that to see what it entails. And so if I had never talked about, first of all, the business throughout the whole party, right? I talked about it the entire time and planted seeds. And then if I didn't follow up with a text message to at least give her my contact information and let her know that I'm approachable, she would never have contacted me, right? And so this follow through, this continuing to build relationships with our guests is so important for short-term growth, but also long-term growth as well too. So I wanted to share that because that was kind of fun this week. I was super excited.
That is so exciting. Thank you so much for sharing that. Those are big wins.
They are.
For sure.
In the midst of returns and long waits and shipping fiasco, it's nice to get something positive and to just focus on that instead of all the yuck that's happening.
Absolutely. So when you mentioned that, I thought of something too, because I send the text message, thank you for everybody that places an order with my contact information as well. And so somebody, you know, and I asked them to reply back with their email address, just so I make sure that I have the correct email address, but it's just making sure that they're actually going to start a conversation with me.
Yeah.
And so she gave me her email address, and then I followed up back with her. Thank you so much. Have you considered hosting a party of your own? And she said, no, not right now. Maybe sometime in the future. I said, well, you know, just keep it in mind, because as long as you set a tentative date on the calendar now, we can always change it as long as it's held within 6 months. Susie Q will get the booking benefit from this. And she's like, oh, if it will help Susie out, then I'll book a party. And I said, okay, I have opening September, whatever. And she took it. So it's,
Awesome.
you know, it's all about the fortune and the follow-up. So we have to
Absolutely.
make sure that we're following up.
Absolutely. And that's one of the things I say in my text message that I send my guests is I just say, you know, I just wanted to see too, if you were interested in earning your own products, you know, for free and 50% off, because also your friend, Susie Q, if you book in the next 6 months, she'll get another item at 50% off. And you know, she's got all a big wish list. And so I always put that in my text message too, so that they know it's going to help their friend in addition to helping themselves.
I don't know who has a television on in the background, but we can hear a lot of background noise. If you wouldn't mind muting yourself if you have a TV on. Thank you so much.
I think they muted. Perfect.
Yes.
All right. Elizabeth, let's go back to our chat. Elizabeth worked on bookings and trainings. Awesome. So she's learning and growing. That's so important to do every single week between these calls. And Chris added new hosts and started working on the new outline, which is what we're probably all doing right now, is working on our fall outline for our virtual parties.
Absolutely. So I did want to start out with mentioning one thing. I had noticed a few team members had saw that I had put up a couple of videos of the new products because my August was booked the way I wanted it to be. So I was starting to show off some of the September new products. And so I had some of the videos up, and I saw a couple of consultants use my video to share onto their pages, which I never care about sharing anything. I don't mind. You guys can use anything that I have, honestly, but you don't want to advertise my business. You want to advertise your own business, right? So you want to give me all your customers? Okay. But I don't think that's what you want to do. So I want to quickly go and share my screen if I can figure that out again, and just show you guys something real easy. So I always have to move this stuff out of my way. So I'm going to open a new window, and I'm going to go to Pampered Chef website, and then I'm already logged in. So I'm going to go to Consultants Corner, and then I'm going to come over here to Marketing Imagery. And when I'm in Marketing Imagery, I can come over here and I can click on where it says All, and then I can see products. So I can come up to products, and then I can just click here on where it says videos, and then it will show me all of the videos that are available for us, right? So if I wanted to, I could take this video and just simply click download, which I have tons of them already on, so I'm not going to do that now. You would just click download, and then you could go over to Facebook. Sorry, you guys. Oh my goodness, all the madness. And then you go over to your business page. Come on, Danielle. And you're going to go over here on the left to videos. And then you're going to upload a video. It's as easy as that, okay? So once you have your videos uploaded, here they are down here. So let's say, for instance, I want to show the new deluxe air fryer with skewers now. So now I could click on it, and then I could just come up here to the URL, copy this, and I can bring it into any of my parties or put it on my wall or whatever I want to do. So if I wanted to put it into this party that I have going on right now, I could just copy and paste that right into my party. And now whenever people see that, it's going to show them Danielle's Simple Steps to Fun Cooking. So if you guys are sharing my posts, then you're going to be showing off my business page and my VIP group pages and all that stuff. And that's not what you want to do. So I'm just going to write, check out what's hot and upcoming, and then post. And that's that easy. And so the nice thing about this, when you do it this way, when you share it from your business page, so when people are on your party pages and scrolling through, see how it automatically starts? So it's not like they have to take that extra step and click on the video. If you make people take the extra step, guess what? They're not going to take it. So you want those videos to be playing automatically as people are going through your party. So even that was one that Christy showed me how to do with all the little pictures on the side. So did anybody have any questions about that? Nope. Okay. All right, Christy, go ahead, girl.
All right. So Danielle, do you have a VIP page? Because I get a lot of questions all the time from my team who talk about business page and VIP page. What's the difference between the two, and why do we do these, right? What's the purpose behind them? And so if you have a VIP page available to share, then we can visually show them the differences. I don't know if you have VIP pages or not.
I do. I have both. And what I usually tell people is the simple way to understand it is your business page is your storefront. And people are not going to know that you have a store unless they go inside of the store, unless they drive by your store. So to get them into the store is your VIP group page. So once you have a group page, people get notifications when you have a VIP group page and you post something. If I was to go to my business page and post something, nobody would get notifications of that. Does that make sense? So you want me to, you can, I put you at be able to share, Christy.
So
Oh, you want me to do it? That's fine.
Yeah, I don't have a VIP page. I just do my business page and then do groups. So that is on my one day I'll do.
Gotcha. Okay, so we're on my home page. That thing is always in my way.
So your VIP group, guys, is going to be where you're building quality relationships, right? So you can build up lots of people in your business page, but like she said, that's your storefront. It's not when people walk in the store and now they're looking at the items and they're looking at you and they're looking at what you're doing. What are you going to do to continue to build that relationship with them? So as Danielle pulls hers up, you'll be able to see it.
This is my business page you want me to pull up?
Yep, pull up your business page. So it's in your business page, correct? You create your VIP page as a group in your business page, correct, Danielle?
Yeah, I mean, personally, I had a group before I had a business page, so either way is fine.
Gotcha.
But when I run my business, all of my parties are created from my business page. So you can go over here to groups and you can find all your different groups that you have. What do you want me to show? I'm sorry, I'm so lost.
No, you're good. You're good. So I just want to talk about VIP pages for a second because I've gotten that question with what's the difference between why would you have VIP and a business? And then just showing them where you'd create it would be right here. So let me give you an example. I created a VIP page back in the spring when the Enrichables were on sale. And I did a group for just people who were looking to camo their food and who were trying to sneak things in with their children or with their husbands. And so I created a VIP group just for a group of, I think it's about 25 people that are picky eaters. And so that really helped me during that time period to give samples for the Enrichables and then post recipes and tips that were just focused on Enrichables. And so that's one of the reasons why I created that group at that time. And then with the VIP group, you don't just post stuff about Pampered Chef, you also post stuff about what's going on, right? And people want to build relationships with you.
Mm-hmm.
I have a question.
Yep.
When you're saying a group, are you talking, because I'm real like, you've got to paint a picture for me sometimes, but so I have a business page and then you're talking about like when we make our group parties, like a group like that of just for VIP people?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
because when I
Yeah.
if I put up a post on my business page right now, nobody gets notification of that. Nobody goes, oh, Danielle put up a new post. There's no notifications on your business page. So the only reason I have a business page is to run my business and create groups, to create parties, to create bookings, like that kind of thing. So that's the only reason I have a business page. So nobody is going to get notifications. Nobody follows you. There might be some people, but for the most part, they don't follow that. But when they go to my business, my group, my VIP group page, this is where they'll see like what's happening. And when I post something, people get notifications. So like she said, I don't always post about Pampered Chef, like what's your favorite variety of apples? And we just start talking about different things. So it's just about building relationships in the group. But people, and I should be interacting as my business page, but people will get notifications when I post on my VIP group page. So does that make sense? So your business page is really just to run your business from, but your groups are where you're going to create your relationships and build your business.
So another thing I wanted to cover too, when we're talking about our business page and our VIP, is also, it was great. Is it Maylin? I think that's how you pronounce her name. Asked a great question, which is something I wanted to go over tonight too, was what do you do when your party's over or in your group? What do you do with that group? That was another question I got this last week as well too. So I'll answer that, and then Danielle, you can jump in. Angie, you guys, Dan, Chris, you guys do things differently. Feel free to jump in. But I do not get rid of my groups. If you go into my business page, you're going to see a whole list of all my past groups since the beginning of the year. Because guess what? That's a group of people who I have captured their information, like their ability to see something that I post. Yes, Danielle.
I still hear somebody with kids or dishes in the background. If you can mute yourself, that would be great.
To be mine children. Hold on 1 second. Okay, probably my children. Okay, so I do not get rid of my groups. I leave them there because they now, if I post something a few months down the road in that group, they're going to get a notification that Christy's business page has made a post, and they're probably going to go and read it, right? So there's a new season coming. All this new stuff is happening in the next few weeks. And so you better believe I'm going to go this next week and post the video of all the new products with some cute little wording in each one of those groups from the beginning of the year, just to let everyone know. I can post that once you take over for a second. I wrote it out this morning, so I have it on my computer, so I'll share it. But something like, I'm super excited. The new products are coming September 1st. Take a look, something like that. And so I'll share it on the chat in a second. But so no, you don't want to get rid of your groups. Yes, they're there. Yes, you have to scroll through some. But when you create a new group, you can actually pin it to the top. So it always pops up at the top of your group so you can see it.
Yeah.
You want to show them how to do that, Danielle?
Yeah, so like Christy's mentioning, if you notice over here, I have shortcuts. So these are my groups that I have pinned to the top of my page. These are the groups that I use most often. So like this is the party that I have going on this week. So obviously I have that one pinned. And of course you want to make sure that you, oops, see, I caught myself. I didn't click all posts. I tell everybody to do that and I forgot to do it myself. Pampered, not perfect. So here under the section where it says more, I pinned it to shortcuts already in my personal name probably, so it's not in my business name. So I have to do it both, I guess. I don't know why it was done that way. But that's where you go to pin your groups.
You only have to pin it one time.
Yeah, but it was already pinned and it wasn't, and I was able to do it again. Oh, it gives you the option again?
Yeah, it'll give you the option again, but it does the same. It's already there, so you don't have to do it twice.
Oh, see, you learn something new every day. I love it. I love it.
What do you do if you have a repeat host? Do you use the same old group or do you start a brand new one?
Brand new group. Because, I have no idea what has gone on in the lives with their friends, with their family, with whoever. And if there is some sort of rift or something happening, you do not want to restart, go back in and re-engage someone who maybe they've tried to block or get rid of. So
Exactly.
You
And
definitely want to
also-
start a new group.
Yeah, and they have not opted to join into the old group again. Like they didn't
Right.
opt to go into the new group, so they may be a little aggravated that they're starting or get all these notifications again, and then they could potentially report it too. So
Danielle, could you go to your business page, like your front business page where it has groups on the side, where you go to create the groups? To go into your business page. There we go. All right, so scroll down to the groups for me. Click on that. So another way to pin it as well too is right here. So see where it says Danielle's Simple Steps to Fun Cooking VIP group? On the right-hand side, there's a little down arrow. If you click that, there should be an option to pin group. And what that does is you can pin 3 parties to the top of your group page at one time. So I try to have more than 3 parties going on at one time, but at least it gives me 3 that will always pop up at the very top of my list of groups when I go into them here as well too. So just another way to pin it.
cool. I learn stuff all the time with you guys. You're awesome. I love it.
All right. You want to talk about SendShare?
Yeah, SendShare is awesome. Okay, so for
I'm
those
going to go get the wording
Okay.
real quick while you talk about SendShare. And we'll post it in the chat.
okie doke. So for those of you that do not yet have SendShare, obviously, you know, there are a lot of people that run their business differently. Some people use Facebook scheduling. Some people use Post My Party. This is just a preference that I use. So everybody does it differently. I love SendShare because I can do so many things with it. If I wanted to, remember I showed you before how I can take a video. So like, oh, I think I should still have that one copied. Remember I copied that video before, so it should still be in my, here I could be able to paste it here. So if I wanted to take that video from my group and paste it right into this link, and then I have to attach it from right here, then I can do that. And then I could even write a little blurb up here if I wanted to. And then down here, I can select which folder I want to save. So you can save it to whichever folder you want. So this is where you schedule your posts. And I think we have a coupon on our team page. I'm sure Christy has it too for like I think it's 3-month subscription for free. Or 4 months, is it? I can't remember. Or 90 days?
It's 45 days.
Okay.
I would love
not perfect.
3 or 4 months, but it's 45 days.
You guys that are on with us like should see, like, even as leaders in the company, we don't have to know everything. It's okay.
No.
We are not perfect, and it's cool, right? So designing with Canva. So those of you that have used Canva, if you have not yet used Canva, oh my gosh, it is incredible. I absolutely love Canva. So I use it a lot of times. I have a lot of my own designs, but if you came over to Canva and you wanted to create a design, you click on the top over here, create a design. I want to make a Facebook post. Thank you, Lovey. And then I can come over to photos that they offer for us to use, or I can come over here to uploads of things that I have uploaded already. So let's say, for instance, I wanted, this is one. So this is one that I've made for the team. So I picked this one because this is the incentive for this month. And I know everybody on this call has earned or will earn this bag before the month is over. Yes? I love it. It's very nice.
It's the cutest lunch tote.
I know, right? And I know Angie loves it because Angie's a little bag girl.
Yeah,
Well,
that was last month. This
last
month
month.
is the lunch
Yeah.
tote.
Yeah, that was last month. But
Oh, that's
yes,
right. I can't see. I have glasses on. I can't even see. So forgive me.
But the lunch tote this month is so cute.
I love all the gold accents. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
very cute.
Me too.
Well, let me delete that one because that's the wrong one. Here we go. This is the one. Yeah, it has a little gold on the keychain, right? Whatever you call it, the zipper. Boy, I'm having trouble today. So, okay, so I have my picture there. Now, let's say, for instance, I want to add a fun video to it. Like I put up some fireworks behind my picture to make them fun for when you guys get them. So I'll put in fireworks, and then I'll pick this one, right? So I'll pick this one, and then you can stretch it to make it bigger, bring it up, bring it down, and then I go over here to position. I'm going to position it in the back. So there you go. And then if I wanted to, I could write some words in there. So pick this, put that up here. And I'm going to pick my color for my font, and I'm going to make it white so it shows up behind the fireworks. And then I might just want to say, congrats, like that. And then I have this adorable little video, and it looks like this great thing. And then you just come over here and you download it to your computer, and then you can upload it to wherever. Any questions on Canva, you guys?
Canva can be very addicting, and it's very fun to create new things in there. It's so fun to jump around and just see what you could do.
It looks like Maylin was saying that she signed up today, and it's difficult to use on the phone. It's so difficult
to create on a phone. It's doable, but it's definitely easier sitting in front of your laptop, and then you can save all your images and label them and stuff and access them from your phone, but it's definitely easier to create on the computer.
Maylin,
so just as a heads up, it wasn't you
did
doing
you put
anything
the
wrong.
app? Did you put the app on your phone, or did you just try to go through the website? Just curious, Maylin.
I put the app on my phone today, and I used it before when it was just like the free version, and I was like, everybody keeps talking about this Canva, and one of my hosts wants to do Made in the USA party because she's hosting the first week of September. And so since it's so close to Labor Day, I was like, well, what if we do like kind of the theme Born in the USA? So I was trying to find different things. So I sat for like 3 hours today on the phone. So I'm like, I bet you this computer, what am I doing on my phone looking at, is trying to make these things and struggling. And then when she was showing, I'm like, oh, that looks so much easier than what I was doing today.
Anything is difficult when we first started, I think, and then
Absolutely.
the more you do it, the easier it becomes. Like in the beginning, I thought there's no way I'm figuring this stuff out. You can ask Christy, because when we started doing Zoom, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so overwhelmed. Like, I don't know how to share a screen. What do you mean I can let you be moderator? What are you talking about? Like, I was like, oh my gosh, I was so overwhelmed. But it's just like everything else. It's just like riding a bike. The more you do it, the easier it gets. So just play around with it. It's very forgiving. Look at all the ones I have saved. Like, it's like Angie was saying, it saves all of your things. And you can even, you could create a banner for your party. So if you wanted to create a cover photo, you could do that. So you could put like 3 different pictures in there. So like, let's say for instance, I went to my uploads and I wanted to put in this one. You can move them around, you can put them in differently. And it's fun to play with, because you can make it your own, and then you could just put a pretty color background if you wanted to.
So I just to let you guys know what I do on Canva, I create once a month, I create a banner for all my parties for that month. And so that way it has click here, because I want them to click there to shop. Because the question we get throughout the whole party is, where's the link? How do I shop? How do I shop? And if you put it on your image that's on the top of the banner, they're going to be more likely to see it. And then you can actually just click on the picture and then write in the shopping link right there so you can see it as well. But I create one banner, so I don't spend a ton of time creating this stuff anymore because I don't have the time. So I create one banner, and that's what I use for all my parties for the month of August. So this month was all about no oven cooking. That was my whole theme. Back to school, no oven. Let's make it quick and easy. And then click here to shop. So here she's got the PC. From PC, click here to shop. She's got that on there as well too. That's where you can add that, is in Canva. You can upload a pretty picture from the Pampered Chef website. And then you can put it in Canva and then add the wording that you want to add to it. But don't try to recreate for every party. You will burn yourself out.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And the nice thing is like in the words, if you wanted to add the person's name, it would take you 2 seconds. to
Mhm.
add their name to the banner if that was something you wanted to do as well. So like Christy was saying, where it says from PC, click here to shop, this only works from a PC. It doesn't work from the phone. So everybody, that's why I make sure I put from PC, click here. So then they can just look over here and they can click that to start shopping. So it makes it nice and easy.
Yep, absolutely. And SendShare is so great too because you can literally batch post. When I say batch post, you guys know what I'm talking about. If you could go back to your SendShare real quick. I love the fact that once you create your outline and you have several parties, you can, and you have your outline in order, then, so if you just click on the check mark over there, let's see what's going to one of Danielle's parties. She's already created. So under her saved, just pick one, Danielle, doesn't matter which one.
So this is my
Perfect.
Newbie Monday folder.
Okay.
So this is the one that I share with my team members that are new. And
Okay.
so when we are going to schedule this, we come up here to the top right. And
Well, you check mark first, the
Nope.
ones you want.
No, this one is, well, you can do that, but this is, I'll just show them this one thing that
Okay, okay.
So this one is what I do for my new consultants on Mondays. They select all because they're going to put all 8 of them on Monday.
Gotcha.
And then they're going to click that again, and it's going to, if it works, come on, and it's going to say batch post. So you click there, and then they'll open up to a new page. My computer is running very slow. I'm sorry.
Oh, whenever we share our screen, that's what happens.
Yeah, for sure. So then here is where it's really important to remember. So let's say we started that one's going to be on Monday the 31st. So I make sure I click on Monday the 31st. And then my post, I start around 7 a.m. At some point, it doesn't have to be exactly, but important to make sure that you click a.m. instead of p.m. because you don't want your posts going through the middle of the night. People will get annoyed if that happens. And then I do every 2 hours. And then you say apply interval. And then over here on the right, you want to make sure that your last post is at 7:31. I'm sorry, August 31st around 9 p.m. I like to end my posts around 9 p.m. because that's usually when people are winding down. They've got the kids in bed and they're checking Facebook before they go to sleep, kind of thing. And then very, 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 very important, you guys, is to make sure that where it says here in the middle, you'll see it says Facebook groups, and then it says Facebook pages, and then underneath it says linked groups. This is where you want to make sure that you click, and then you're going to click schedule batch, and then it's going to schedule it right to that party for you. So it's super easy. So the thing that Christy was saying was if you wanted to, say for instance, you just wanted to pick 3 of the posts. So you could just click 3 of them, whichever 3 you wanted. Come on. And then you can click schedule batch again. So the same kind of concept there.
So above batch post is also the button that says copy and move. And this is such a great one because as directors, most of us have provided, we are using SendShare, we provided outlines for you guys to see and to see how they're run. And so what you can do is copy them and create a whole new outline for you. And then you can edit the wording, right? And so you can take some of the layout that we have and then tweak it to fit you, fit your personality, fit however it is that you want to be. So that's what's great about SendShare. It's easy to copy. It's easy to batch post. You just click a few buttons.
That is so cool. So like she was saying, so if you wanted to select a new folder for those 3 pictures, you would just pick new folder and then you would say copy to that new folder. So, so, so easy. Any questions about SendShare, you guys? So when you first come over to SendShare, you're going to come to this page where it says loading networks over here, the circle one right there on the side. And then you make sure that you click refresh if you're not seeing your business page. But as you can see, my party page is up here, but that's not where I want to be working. I always want to make sure that my party is down here. And you have to click your heart to make it that dark blue or purple color, whatever that is. Because you always want to make sure that you're working your business under your business page. Really important, you guys.
Can you show them how to click the 3 little people right there under your business page and link up a party from Facebook with the link?
Yep. So, I don't have that one linked, so I can just link that one. You want me to do it with a link from in here?
Yes, because sometimes Facebook doesn't find them. And so I often just have to put my URL in there for my Facebook party so that it finds it.
So if this was the party that wasn't showing up, I would just come up here to the URL, copy it, and then I could come back over to SendShare, and then I could paste it in there. No groups found. Why is that, Christy? Because it's already on there, maybe?
Sorry, no. So you see where it says groups and it says URL? You have to click the URL first.
Oh, that helps.
Right there. Yeah, now put it in there. Yeah, there you go. Group found, and then hit link. Now, if you get the error that, because when I first started using all this, it was like error. Like, what is happening? You have to make sure that in your Facebook group is a link and you've given permission for SendShare to actually go in.
Yes.
Post there. So if we
really
go back to your group and show them how to see that. That's
so
perfect.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
So here, when you're in your Facebook group, you have to come under the section that says more and then edit group settings.
Now you will only see this if you are working as your business page. If you are somehow interacting as, see how it says interacting as Danielle on the left-hand side? If it says interacting as Danielle personal, you will not be able to edit or change any of this. So make sure that you're on your like you're acting as your business page.
So here, if I hadn't had SendShare, is where I would click to add apps. And then I would just add SendShare there. But
and it does take a few minutes.
Yeah. And then like Christy was mentioning, so here you can toggle back and forth between the two. So when you first create your party, you're going to be under your business page, and then you have to click over to your personal page to accept the invitation to join the party, right? And then once you've accepted the invitation to join your own party as your personal page, you're going to click back over to the business page, and then you're going to come under members over here, and you're going to make sure that you have added yourself as admin, because your business page will automatically be an admin on the party page, but your personal page needs to be an admin also. So where these three dots are is where you'd click, and it would normally say add as admin. Okay.
So I know this seems like a lot of steps, and the first few times you're doing it, it can be overwhelming. But after you do a few parties, I promise you, it's just probably really like 6 or 7 steps. You're done, checklist done, and then everything is connected and you're good to go. It may be a little overwhelming right now, but I promise you, after you do a couple, it will stop. You'll stop feeling that way.
Yes.
All right, so let's talk about bookings from a party, Danielle, because I think that's so important.
Oh my goodness.
Going, Angie, Chris, if you guys have any tidbits on this as well too.
Yeah, Angie, let's let Angie talk a little bit if you're up for it, Angie.
What do you do to get bookings from your virtual parties?
Danielle, I think Angie had to sign off. She put it in the comments. She wasn't feeling well.
Oh, she did tell me she might have to. Poor kid.
Okay. Well, then we'll get that next time from her.
Yes, we will. So I think what is key to having a successful business is building those relationships, really. Working with your host, and from the beginning, letting your host know that you want to partner with them to help you have a successful party. Making sure that they understand that your goal is to help them get tons of free stuff. So finding out what's on their wish list, and then making a plan of action to help them get those things that they want for free and discounted, right? But from the beginning, it's important to let your host know that, you know what, with every one of your friends have a party, you get a half price item at their party. So the goal is for them to be working on getting those bookings right away. So I tell them right away, like, who can you think of that might want to host a party? Which one of your friends would be interested? And as you're asking your friends, if they are definitely not interested in hosting a party, ask them if they would share your specific shopping link on their social media platforms as well. And I have a cute little graphic that I send, and if anybody needs those, I'll share them with you, no problem. You know, my My sister's having a Pampered Chef party. Anybody want anything? My girlfriend's having a Pampered Chef party. But, you know, really getting your host excited, because reminding them that at every party they get booked, they're going to get a half price item. And then in the new season, oh my goodness, you guys are going to be so excited. So when they have, so I say now, and I know Christy does too, like when you get three bookings, you're going to get a half price item at each one of those parties, plus 10% off the rest of your order. But at that third party, you're going to get something extra from me. They have no idea what it is. I have never told them what it is. I don't even know what it is. They don't really care what it is. People just want free stuff. People love to get something extra, right? I do too. Who doesn't, right? If you're going to give me something, I'll take it. I love free stuff. Free is good. So getting them to work towards those bookings with us and for us is really, really key. And building those relationships throughout the party, checking those group insights is something that Christy taught me, and I'm forever grateful because I never even knew it was there. So those group insights really show you who in the group has been active and who's participating. And I go through that group insights and I will add those people as friends. I'll just send a friend request and start conversations with them. I'll be honest with you guys. I used to just be in like right for the kill, like, how about hosting a party, you know? And now I'm kind of learning from my peers a lot, and learning, like building relationships, you know, caring about people. Like, are you enjoying the virtual party? What do you do? What keeps you busy during the day? You know, what could I improve on in my virtual party? Like just talking with people and building those relationships, and then talking about securing the bookings. What about you, Christy?
So bookings, we've talked about this, I've talked about it before. There's 3 things that I make sure now that at every party I have to do. And I can tell you, if I slack, my bookings slack too. And I've seen it. The last few weeks I've had some family stuff happening and I just haven't been doing it as I normally do. And my bookings are suffering because of it. And so really change your thinking, change your mindset, redo, like, how am I going to get bookings? Make that your number one priority at these parties. Communication with your host from the very beginning, something Danielle and I both started doing recently. I think Chris has done as well too, as we started calling our hostesses at the beginning of the party, just for like a quick 5-10 minute call. And you'd be surprised what a difference that makes with building relationship with that host. If they've heard your voice, they're talking to you, they know that you're invested in them, then they kind of want to help you, and which is nice. But 3 things you want to make sure you do. Make sure you create a Google form, right? And you have the Google form in your party, because this will capture people's contact information that are not part of, or maybe who didn't buy from you and are not in your database because they didn't buy from you. You'll also get bookings from that. Make sure you're sending a text thank you out to every single person who purchases from your party, every single person. And then put a challenge out. Number 3, put a challenge out to your host. If you start talking at the beginning of the week, right, with your host, who are your friends? Start thinking about this. Who would be really good at hosting? By the middle of the week, so I run my parties Friday to Friday, right? And then on Wednesday, I'll put the challenge out there for my hosts, and I'll say, okay, so now here's a super fun challenge. Who's up for the challenge? And I will ask them to message 3 of their friends. I provide all of the wording for them. So I say, send this to 3, actually send it to 5 of your friends. Our goal is to get 3 of them to say yes. We're going to do a 3-way message on Messenger, right? And you're going to send them a message, like just about the party and how fun, and that you think that they would be fantastic at this. When I see that they have read that message, the guest has read the message, the friend, then I turn around and say, oh my gosh, I'm so excited that Sally thinks that you can be so great at this. My next 2 dates are this. Would either one of those work for you? And when they do this, it's a win-win for them and it's a win-win for you. Not everyone will do it, and that's okay. But I challenge you to make it a priority to encourage your host to do this, because it does work. And I've had some hosts who've done it to 10 friends. They've done a 3-way message to 10 of their friends, and we got 6 or 7 bookings. So if your hosts are excited and they want that bonus, then they'll be more likely to do it for you and with you. Any other thoughts on bookings? Okay, so going back to our saying, Danielle, right? Every week, hours are flexible, not optional.
Boom.
What are your hours, right? This week, what are you going to schedule time to work your business? 5 minutes a day, 10 minutes a day, 30 minutes a day? What is it? 2 hours a day? What are you able to do? It's your business. It's your commitment, right?
Yeah.
Where do you want to take it this week? What I do is going to be different than what Danielle does, what Kelly does, Deanne does. It's all different, and that's totally okay. But the most important thing is that you say today, okay, my hours are not flexible. When am I going to work this week? When am I going to promise my time to Pampered Chef so that I can build a business or get free products, whatever your goal is with this business.
And you have to have a goal of connections.
Yep.
Have to. So how many connections, how many new two-way conversations are you going to make this week? Because you can reach out to 20 people sending a text message, but if they're not responding back to you, then you haven't made 0 connections. And it's really important to make a goal of how many connections you personally, like Christy said, everybody's going to be different in what they want or what their goals are, and that's perfectly fine. But you need to have a goal. You need to have something in place. Janine had asked about, do you feel like you need to pay for the upgraded Canva? I do not pay for the upgraded Canva. I don't pay, if I don't have to pay for something, I don't want to. And
if I need to buy an image, I'll pay $1 for the image that I want to get, but I don't want to pay monthly way more for the extra.
I kind of just try to pull the image down so it hides the watermark, or I just leave it there. I don't care. You know, it's up to everybody. Like even with my Linktree account, you can get a Linktree and you can pay for it, but I can get the free one. Why am I going to pay? So I'm all about trying to, you know, make money, not spend money. That's my goal.
I was going to show you guys. So this morning or this afternoon, I had a few minutes, like I had 5 minutes that I was like, all right, sit down. I'm going to make some text messages, right? Real quick, just try to work on my September calendar. I only got 3 sent, but I keep track of them. So there's the names, today's date. There's the names of the people who I contacted and that I wrote text next to it. Because if I don't hear back from them via text, then next week I'm going to go Facebook and send them a message on Facebook, because they may see my text and think they respond, but then they don't. But then I might send them a message on Facebook and instantly, you know, they send me back a message. People communicate different ways. So make sure you're keeping track of how you're communicating, because texting may work for me, but it may not work for them. And so just be aware of that. And if you're keeping organized in the list of who your contacts are, then you know who to follow up with in the following week. Don't stalk, just graciously follow up in different ways.
That was really powerful. That was awesome. Really, that was like, wow, because it's so true. Like, you know, we think that everybody communicates the same way we do. And you're so right. You know, some people may prefer a personal phone call or email. And I don't know, I hardly even use email anymore. Most people don't use email, but there are some people that do. So make sure you try different ways. That is so cool. So I wanted to keep
track of it, then you know how to, the next time around, you know how to follow up with them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's right. And you make a note of it. So it is 8:50, and I wanted to spend the last 10 minutes or so just talking about what's happening in September, what's changing, what's new, what's exciting. So Christy has the book up. So you want to talk a little bit about that new book?
Nope. This is a new book. It's so pretty.
How pretty it is. You know, I had the new one today. With I was just going to say I had the new fall catalog with me today in the car, and I was running into the post office and I grabbed some. That's the other thing, you guys, be business ready all the time wherever you go. Always be intentional about your business. So I was running into the post office and I have a little folder, like I don't know, a folder in the car with some business information, recruiting information, some old catalogs, just to hand out to people, because I never know who I'm going to run into, right? So I'm going into the post office and I go to grab a few catalogs to give to the ladies at the post office. And they were the old ones from last fall, but they were the same color as the new fall catalog. And I love that. I think it's such a pretty blue, right?
It is. I love it. It's super pretty. So the host rewards are all in the back, right? These are changing, big changes. So make sure that you have taken some trainings on this. Make sure you're reading about it, because I'm still a little confused on everything that's happening with it as well too, but it's very exciting. Especially the 3-party booking bonus. I think that's fantastic because now Pampered Chef is going to be rewarding our hosts for getting bookings for us, which I think is wonderful. So the 3-party booking, when they have 3 parties booked, right? So we've entered the parties in, and by the time when they submit, when the 3rd party submits, Pampered Chef is then going to put in a $50 credit into your host's account, right? So she's created an account when she was a host. And so it'll pop up. I'm sure they'll get an email letting them know that they have a $50 credit.
$50.
Fantastic.
$50.
Yeah, that is something that we should be talking about September 1st on. As soon as we're talking to our hosts, make sure they know, because this is very, very exciting. Very exciting. The future party pick, right, is changing slightly. It's not officially changing until January 1st for all parties, but it's as of September 1st, all your parties, they will get a 40% off item at their friend's party. Okay, so when they're, instead of getting a 50% off item, they're going to get a 40% off item.
That starts September 1st, Kristen?
That starts September 1st. Correct, but if you have parties from the past, like from this month and the month before, they're still honoring the 50% up until the end of December.
I see.
Does that make sense? So
Absolutely.
September 1st party start dates will honor 40%. Anything before September 1st will still honor the 50%, and it will pop up in their account.
That is so cool.
Yeah, it's connected to their email. The email they use, it connects to that. So it automatically shows up on their side.
Which is new too, because that's not how it works right now. That's not, we have to enter in the 50% off item for our past hosts, but now it's going to pop up automatically.
I love that. So much easier.
Oh,
for
it saves us. It saves us time.
Yeah, and the thing with the new system is really important for everybody to remember. And this is one of the things that you guys want to talk to your host about, is securing bookings right away, you know, trying to get those bookings on your calendar. Because like I just hosted a party. My friend Beth that I grew up with from when I was a little girl had a party with me, and she was at a party that her friend was having, not with me. And she said, I saw some of the new products and I wanted to host a party. And I was like, I got you, girl. And she's like, I feel bad because my friend's having a party. I'm like, no worries. She can still get the half price item when she attends the party with me, even though I wasn't the consultant from the other party. Does that make sense? Yes, no?
It does.
Okay, good. Like you guys sleeping?
No, but with the new program?
Right, that's where I'm going.
Yeah, okay. I wanted to make sure that's where you were going.
Yep.
I wasn't sure. I was kind of nervous there. Okay.
So the way the new program works is that all the bookings have to be with the same consultant. So we cannot say that anymore starting in September. So if she has 3 bookings, they all have to be with me. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Did I forget anything?
Because I haven't seen anything on this. Do you know if they get bookings from their party, but then they decide to join and we give them those bookings, how that works? Have you guys seen anything on that? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
typically they get another half price item.
On the call Monday, they were talking about if that 3rd booking, say she wants to join, have her get to that $200 or $300 level, take the kit credit, close the party, and then that new consultant would take the rest of those sales. So
we just have to watch it. We just have to.
Right. So there's just a couple of those you'll have to be kind of watch it right there at the end.
Yeah, I'm so excited that Pampered Chef offers us those webinars, and there's the webinar tomorrow. Our team page has created the group for that, an event for that, but there's a webinar tomorrow about the Direct Ship Now, because everybody's going to be on Direct Ship Now come October 1st. Is it October?
Yes, it's October 1st.
Okay.
Yes.
So I have been on Direct Ship for years now.
Years.
Oh my
I-
gosh, I just absolutely love it. It's just so awesome. No more worried about credit card issues. No more worried about parties closing out. All the orders ship as soon as they're placed. It's just super easy. So tomorrow, and the nice thing about the webinars, you guys, is that you don't have to, if you can't be on, they offer one during the day and one in the evening. But if you're not available, or like if Samantha, if your baby starts crying and you have to go, it's okay, because you can always listen in later, because once you register for the call, you're going to receive an email with the playback. So you can always listen to it at your leisure, which is really, really nice. So make sure that you guys register for those free trainings. They're available for us for free, and they're going to help you grow your business. So make sure that you're reading the STIR newsletter and learning everything that's in there. It has
especially the next 4 weeks, because of all the changes and everything that's happening. You want to be aware of all of it. Also, make sure you know that the rewards are changing as well too, right? So that $200 currently, they get $20 in free stuff. That's going away. That's not going to, the lowest party now is going to be $300 for them getting free stuff. So this can be a little intimidating sometimes when you're a new consultant and you're like, I'm just trying to get them to the bare minimum, right? But you never want to strive for bare minimums. You want to strive for greatness and for more. And so always set your hosts up for more. Don't ever say, okay, all we have to do is $200 in sales. Don't ever say that, because then guess what they're working towards? $200 in sales. So it's all your mindset and how you word things, right? And so if you have bigger expectations for your hosts and get them excited about having a bigger party, most of them will work a little harder to make that happen.
absolutely. Absolutely. And at the $200 level, they can use the kit credit.
They can, and they get one item at half price, and they get 10% off everything else. So they do get benefits. It's just changing. So just make sure you're aware of what's changing, so you're verbally saying the right things.
How nice that you're kind of encouraging them to purchase a kit and join.
Yeah.
With the $200. So I kind of like that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So what's the $300? So
$25. So at $300, you get $25 in free stuff.
Oh, okay.
2 at half price. And then 10% off everything else.
Oh, look at that cute little baby. He's yawning. Oh, I miss that little age. Well, we gave you guys a lot of information tonight. So remember what we said. Every week we have lots of information. So don't get overwhelmed. Think, oh my gosh, I got to do all of these things. I got to implement everything. Remember what we talked about? Like find one thing that you want to change in your business, or add, or implement, or do, and then do that. You know, you can learn so much stuff, but if you're not doing it, it doesn't do you any good. So pick something to implement, to change, to do, to be excited about, to work.
Okay, Fran?
And then share in our team pages what you guys are doing, what's happening, what's exciting, because we all want to know. We want to cheer you on and work with you. So, Christy, are you having your team catch up time?
I am.
What do you call that again? I'm sorry.
We call it our accountability call.
Accountability call.
So every week I make a list of everything that they say they're going to do, and then we go over it the next week and see what they did.
Oh, that sounds like accountability I love.
Yes. So you have a new consultant call. It's nice seeing you guys. We'll see you next week.
So new consultants can stay on with me, or their recruiters can stay on. Otherwise, you guys can pop off and go on to Christy's time, accountability time. And the rest of you, if you want to go to bed. I appreciate you guys giving me the time that you do. I really do appreciate you all.
Did I?
I got a little recognition letter in the mail today from Nancy Jo, and it was so exciting. Like, she sends me little things, and she sent me this little web slider thing. It's for my camera on my computer. I don't know if you've ever seen them. It's a little thing with, I can't even show you because it's on there, but it's it like slides across. So when I'm not using my camera, I can close it, so you can't have people creeping in on you. I thought it was the coolest thing ever. I was very excited about that. Yay. So we have, Samantha, who are your new team members? I know you have the baby now. I'm so sorry. You have one on with us? Is that what you said?
one of my girls is working, and my cousin Bethany is the other one that joined. I'm not sure if she's on yet.
We have a 9.
I am on.
Oh, hey.
Hey.
Now this is Bethany, you said?
Yes.
Hi, my name is Danielle.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. And we have Georgie on with us. Hello, Georgie, and Rachel's on too.
Hello.
Hello, hello. So I'm going to share my screen. And bear with me a second while I find what I'm looking for.
Are you on?
Oh, I miss that baby age. Look how delicious. So adorable. We started on the wrong spot. There we go. All right. Well, I'm excited. Bethany, you are a new consultant. So tell us a little bit about you.
Well, my name is Bethany. I'm from New York. I live in Texas. I work full time. I'm currently finishing my last semester of undergrad. And I decided to join Pampered Chef, one for the perks, but two to see if I could make a little bit of money on the side too.
Awesome. So what part of New York are you from?
Well, born in Long Island, and we've lived kind of in different areas of there, Western New York, and I lived in the Bronx for a little bit, so.
Oh, wow. I'm a New York girl too. I'm from Staten Island.
Yes.
I'm going to Long Island on Thursday.
I can definitely tell from your accent.
And I don't think I have one. Well, I'm excited to have you. So welcome to the Pollock organization. It's really important that you start shouting from the rooftops that you're selling Pampered Chef, that you're excited about Pampered Chef, and letting everybody know what you're doing.
Absolutely.
So this is our leadership team. I'm Danielle, the one in the pool. And then we have Nicole and Jen and Deanne. And Deanne's on the call with us right now. And you're, Samantha, you're under Nicole, right?
Yes.
Yes. So we're all one big happy family. But just so you understand who we all are, there's a lot of us.
Of course.
And there's really just two essentials in our business, and that's sharing the products with genuine enthusiasm and asking others to share the products as well. So why Pampered Chef? At Pampered Chef, we believe that meal times can be more, a way to transform relationships, create traditions, and build happier and richer lives. They're a time to teach lessons, make memories, and share stories. As a consultant, you can nurture those moments for your family and friends, as well as hosts and customers. At the same time, you'll create something special for yourself, meaningful work, a community, and confidence, all built around your life and your schedule. I love that. I think it's so important to remember that this business is our own, and we don't have to answer to anybody, and we don't have to work any more than we want to. So important. So when you sign up, you get an email from Pampered Chef, and I think it's important for you to write down your consultant number and your 30 and 90-day end dates. And they are also on Consultants Corner, so you'll be able to always find them there as well. So your main goal in your business is to try to get 4 parties booked right away. So I know that sounds overwhelming to a lot of people in the beginning. You go, oh my gosh, how am I supposed to get 4 parties? But it really is not. And we have some simple verbiage that we can send to you so that you can start building those connections and start sending that out to people and trying to get bookings on your calendar. The reason that we want to get 4 parties is that if 2 of them flop, you're still going to have 2 that will do well. So the way I run my parties is I do mega or block parties, they call them. So right now I have 3 hosts right now in my party this week. Next week coming up, I have 5 hosts. So it varies. I go anywhere from 2 to 7 hosts at one time, but I do them all in one party. So it makes my job and my life so much easier than having to flop around to 3 or 7 different parties at one time. So if you have 4 parties and each of them reach $1,000 in sales, you're going to earn 25% commission, which is at least $1,000 in your pocket. How does that sound?
Well, that would be amazing.
Right? Who wouldn't want that, right? So there's tons of calling scripts, like what to say to people on Dash, which is on Pampered Chef's website on Consultants Corner. When you sign in, there's a purple button, and I'll show you on one of the next slides. It's called Dash, and that's a lot of great training information for you, and on our new consultant Facebook group team page. And I'm not sure if Bethany was added to the new consultant team page or not.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So on the new consultant team page, under the units tab, once you have your 2 to 4 parties scheduled or committed to having a party, you can follow the steps on the units tab. There's 6 different steps. And then once you finish those, I have a whole template that I share with you for your first few parties. So that way you don't have to create your own posts and create your own things. Everything is done for you for your first few parties. So that makes it nice and easy.
Yeah, that's great.
Just remember, bookings are the lifeline of your business. So sales are really great. So you're going to start telling people, I'm selling Pampered Chef, and you're going to hear, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I love Pampered Chef. And I'm going to give you an order. And as tempting as it is to say, oh, that's awesome, because we're like, I got a sale. You're so excited. I recommend saying, thank you so much for wanting to place an order. My recommendation is to host a party and get those things for free and discounted. So let's gather a few friends, have a fun party, and we'll get you those things that you want for free. They're going to be so excited that you want to help them get free stuff. And then with the booking, you're going to get more bookings and more sales, which is going to lead to a business instead of just one sale. There's no need for perfection. We're all here to help you every step of the way. So you don't feel like you have to know everything, because none of us do. I still don't know everything about all the products or about everything about Pampered Chef, and I'm not supposed to. If somebody said to me, Danielle, what's that new cast iron glaze on the outside of the pan? What is that made of? I'd be like, I'm not sure, but I'll find out and I'll get back to you, and people appreciate that honesty, and they're like, oh, she doesn't know, but she's going to find out. That's really good customer service. And maybe they'll say, you know what? If I don't have to know everything about selling Pampered Chef, maybe I could do this too, right? Don't take no's personally. Celebrate the no's, because they bring you so much closer to yes. So you want to really try to get no's, because they say like for every 10 no's that you hear, you're going to get a yes. So every time you get those no's, celebrate them, because you're getting closer to those yeses. Advertise, advertise, advertise. We do not have a storefront. We do not have place where everybody's going to see Pampered Chef, but on your person. So if you wear a shirt or a hat, my vehicle has Pampered Chef Danielle on it with my phone number on both sides of my van and the back of my van and on my husband's car. And I try to wear logo wear wherever I go, because it's advertisement, and that's what we have to do. Make sure you change your answering machine. Whoops. Make sure your answering machine says, this is Bethany with Pampered Chef. I'm so sorry that I missed your call. Please leave me a message and I'll get back to you. Because sometimes people may call, even if it's a bill collector, they may say, oh, she sells Pampered Chef. Can I get a catalog? I keep doing
say, oh, she sells Pampered Chef. She can pay my bill.
Yeah, why isn't she paying her bill? Just shout it from the rooftops. Be excited that you're selling Pampered Chef, and let everybody know, because unless you tell them, people aren't going to know. I've had people say, oh my gosh, I'm so upset because my friend Sue is having a Pampered Chef party with this other friend that she knows, and I'm like, well, did you tell her that you were selling Pampered Chef? No, I didn't want to seem pushy. Well, if they don't know, how are they going to know? Right? So you need to let everybody know. We don't have to be pushy. We have to be genuine, authentic, and fill a need for a service, right?
Yep, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. So again, do not let the no's discourage you. Get them. They bring you closer to the yes. The bookings are the lifeline of our business, remember? Our host rewards program is really, really great. There are word choices on our Facebook team pages and Pampered Chef's website on how to get bookings too. But booking a party is definitely the best way you can help your hosts, family, friends get those things that they want for free and discounted. So in the beginning of your business is the only time that you have this opportunity that is so freaking incredible. So when you are a brand new consultant, that's why I told you to write down your 30 and 90-day end dates, because these are the only time in your business that you have this opportunity to earn this reward. So they have a $3,000 bonus on the table for all new consultants. And it's sitting there on the table, and Pampered Chef doesn't need that money, but I bet you guys could use it. It probably could come in handy to some of you. So when you promote to director in your first 90 days, not only are you going to get the new, that's blocking for me. What does that say? Not only you get
3,000.
Okay. You get the new season's products for free, plus 250 Pampered Chef bucks and a pay raise. Like the rewards of promoting to director, and Deanne is a new director. She'll tell you, like, she was amazed at how much stuff kept showing up at her door. She was like, oh my gosh, where am I going to put all this stuff? So if you look up top on the left, when it says when they do this, so when your guest sales are $500 in your first 30 days, you get the ceramic egg cooker and the mini skinny scraper for free. When your guest sales are $1,250, you're going to get the 8-inch nonstick fry pan. When you have $2,500, you're going to get the 10-inch stainless nonstick fry pan. When your sales are $5,000 or more in your first 90 days, you're going to get the entire knife block set for free. That is absolutely positively craziness. And you guys really need to be working on getting these, because they're sitting there on the table. So pick them up. Now, where I have my little arrow on the side there, so when new consultants recruit in their first 90 days and their recruit qualifies, so that means, so Bethany, if you have some friends that you think might be interested in Pampered Chef, this is an amazing time to start offering the business opportunity to people. Like when I started, I was like, oh my gosh, I am not telling anybody because I don't even know what the heck I'm doing. So I can't tell somebody else to do this. But I want to encourage you, because you're not supposed to train anybody. That's our job as leaders, to train them. But it's so much fun to start a business with a friend. So you guys, if you have some friends or family member that could use some extra income or some fun, like how fun is it to go like, how are your sales this month? How many bookings did you get? Oh, I did better. Because I know Nicole and I are best friends, and for years in the beginning especially, we'd always be doing that, you know, like, how many bookings did you get? How many team members did you have? What are your sales at? Like, we were always going, and it was a healthy, fun thing. We weren't like mean to each other. It was just a fun thing that we did with each other. So be thinking of who you can offer this amazing, life-changing business to. So you can get $100 cash when they qualify, which means when they have their first $1,250 in sales, $1,250, not $12.50. You're going to get $100 cash plus 50 Pampered Chef dollars. Like, that's crazy. And the 50 Pampered Chef dollars can be used towards products, business supplies, conference registration, so many things. So when your new consultant promotes to director in 90 days, you can get the cash bonus of $500. So altogether, it's a $3,000 bonus sitting on the table. So if that's something you're interested in, I would love to work more closely with you and help you achieve that, because it's totally attainable and it's there for everybody. And why not pick up a $3,000 bonus? Like, hello, crazy. So these are our team pages. So we have the Pamper, I have to change that because I changed the name. It's the organization now. So we have the Pampered Pollock organization team page. And under the units tab is where we will keep a lot of the really important trainings and anything that is current for that whole month. So I just started that this month. So it's a great way to just keep everything organized. So everything for August is going to be in a separate little file in the units tab. So be sure to check that out. There's lots of resources available. But in the beginning, I really encourage you guys to spend the bulk of your time on the New Consultant Pollock team page. That one is filled with information for new consultants. So a lot of the other pages can get a little bit overwhelming in the beginning. So I recommend spending most of your time on the New Consultant page. Again, under the units tab is where I mentioned that I have those 6 steps for you to follow when you have your first few parties ready to start. And I suggest getting those within the next couple days. Like, let's get you rocking and rolling. Let's get your investment back and let's start earning you some money. Like, totally doable. Okay. So when you do that, you're going to go to the units tab, get those steps done, and then you're going to get in touch with me and we can schedule a quick 15 minutes to a half hour, and I can give you the templates from CinShare so you can have your party set up. That middle purple box up top that says dash is the one that I was mentioning earlier. That's on Pampered Chef's website. And that one has amazing trainings for you to take. They're about 15 minutes long, probably, but tons of great resources and information for you to read up about your business. Most important is like getting your direct deposit and your order payment account ASAP because you want to get paid, right? So make sure you get those done right away. Call everybody that you know, like let everybody know what you're doing. We are consultants, so make sure that you consult. Be the best consultant and shout from the rooftops to everybody that knows that you're a consultant. Make a list of people that you know and keep adding to that list. Make sure everybody knows that you're a Pampered Chef consultant. We don't have a storefront, so advertise, advertise, advertise. And my recommendation is to go on to Facebook, to your friends list, and start with the letter A and just start going through and message people. Then go to the letter B, you know, and as you have time, and then just keep track. Keep track of where you stopped so you know where to pick up the next day. And then follow up with those people that have not responded back. Think outside the box and invite everybody that eats to host a party and join the team. Don't prejudge, ask everyone. Have fun. You know, I think in the beginning, especially in my business, I would be like, oh my gosh, I'm not asking that person because, oh my gosh, did you see their house? They live in this mansion and like they could buy whatever they want. They don't need to have a party, you know? That was my thinking, and I was so silly to think that way because people want to have parties for so many different reasons, not because they can't afford products sometimes. Maybe they want to have a party for a fundraiser. Maybe they just want to have a party for the fun. Maybe they just like to get free stuff or whatever. So don't prejudge, ask everybody. So up top in the top of the box, it says, who do you want to work with? Who would like free stuff? Who needs a fundraiser, a bridal shower, an income, a fun side gig? Who can you invite to join you on this journey? So it's really important to be thinking about that because you don't want to leave anybody out. You want to ask everybody. Yes, Pampered Chef is not for everybody, but it can be for everybody, right? So it can fit anybody's life. So we need to make sure that we're asking everybody. And listen, it's not just for women. It is for men too. Some of the best chefs are men, and this business is totally for men too. So in my little red heart, we're a family and we want to help one another achieve their goals, not my goals, but your goals. So remember, we're all here to help and work with each other and help each other along the way. So there are no stupid questions. Feel free to go on to our team pages and ask any questions that you need, or feel free to reach out to me. I'm pretty flexible and available. Remember, Zoom, Instagram, Facebook, catalog, texting, cooking, bridal showers, and more. Our business is flexible, not optional. You have to work at it. It's so much better than working for the man. Be intentional. Let's do this. So I always like to say, like, because a lot of people work in the corporate world. And so we say, like, in the corporate world, when you do a good job, what do you get? More work, right? Usually you do good and they're like, oh, she can, or he can do good. Like, let's give him some more work. But with Pampered Chef, we get rewarded. They give us perks and bonuses. And I love that. I love getting rewarded for a job well done. And in my green box, be intentional always. Write thank you notes, follow up. The fortune is in the follow up. And I can't read below that. So Samantha, what does that say?
It's just work every day.
Work every day. Yes. So that doesn't mean you have to work 8 hours for your Pampered Chef business. I'm not saying that. And nobody would ever tell you that what you have to do in your business. We're just here to guide and lead and help you along the way in whatever way you want the business to work for you. But you have to touch your business. So if you want a business, you have to have time in it. And so you might find 10-minute pocket here, 15-minute pocket here, whatever works for you. Just find those little spots that you can fit it in, and to make it fit your life, because it's totally for you. Keep calm and go live. So love this slide. Go live. This one is so good. So when your products arrive, I really, really, really strongly encourage you, if you're comfortable, to go live. If you're not comfortable being in the video going live, that's okay. But hold your camera and show those products. People are going to be so excited to see what comes in your kit. So they're going to be like, oh my gosh, look at what Bethany got in her kit. You know, and they'll be like watching and seeing and wanting to know, is she going to stick with this? Like, is this something that's going to make money? Is this just for fun? You know, so they're watching and learning. And then just remember, really important, when somebody likes or comments on your posts, start a private message with them, build relationships. We're a relationship business. So let's say, for instance, you put up a picture of some salsa recipe that you made with the manual food processor. You put a picture up and 10 of your friends clicked like or love, but nobody said anything. That's okay. Those people that clicked like, you need to go and build a relationship with them. What would you say? Hey, Deanne, I noticed that you liked my salsa recipe. Do you have a food processor, or have you familiar with Pampered Chef products? Something as easy as that, and just start building that relationship. Open the door and just start building that relationship. You need to make sure that you follow up, you know, because sometimes they won't reach out to you. We have a business, they don't. So we have to make sure that we're following up. So that's all I have for that. So any questions?
I don't have any questions, I think, right now. I mean, if anything, I know I can get with Sam and you all. I think my biggest thing right now is probably just trying to book those parties.
Yes, and I don't think that we are Facebook friends, but I'll send the text message to Sam and she can forward it to you, or you can send me a friend request and I can send it to you directly, whatever works best for you.
Yeah, I think I can probably reach out to Sam.
Okay, I'll send it to her. That way you can copy and paste it exactly as I have it, or you can change it into your own words to sound more like you, however you want. But I really recommend that you don't prejudge and you just start sending that message to every single person that you know that eats.
I love.
I mean, I will. I'll probably hit up my sisters first.
Good thought.
I know. I've been trying to work her mom, and then Bethany hosted a super awesome a party. And now she's gonna have to work her mom. And work your mom.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Awesome. So, the first thing, like when I say to somebody like, Samantha, let's have a fun Pampered Chef party, and she's like, okay, and I'm like, then right away I would say, have you ever thought about doing something like this for yourself? right away I thought that question. I don't think it's being pushy. I'm just asking a simple question. She has a yes or no response. If she says no, say that's fine. Thanks so much. I'm so excited to partner with you to help you get tons of free stuff in your kitchen. And then you just go from there, you know. And then when she starts inviting people and having fun in the party, you ask again. Oh my gosh, Samantha, you are having so much fun partying in this party and having fun with your friends. I really think you'd make a great consultant. Have you thought about it anymore? And just keep asking. She may say no again. That's okay. I have people say no to me for years, and Deanne, that's on the call with us now, is one of those people. I asked Nicole for like 3 years. Deanne was even longer than 3 years, I think. Yeah, and then Dawn Marie was like, gosh, 10 years. You know, so you plant those seeds and you just keep watering them, because it may not be the right time for them right now, but they may just watch you and see. But right now is when you have the most, like $100 cash for each new team member. Like that would come in pretty handy, I bet. So be thinking of that. All right, so it's 9:27, and true to my word, I always try to make sure I end before 9:30 so you guys have the rest of your evening to do what you will. And I thank you so much for investing, and I hope you have a beautiful night.
Thank you, you too.
Bye, guys.
Night.